Right, so done is about J Square Live on the inside. It's myself, J Square, and Mr. Anna Smith. And I know really and truly want to talk to all the young people, everybody locked on. This is blog number 3.
Okay.
Blog number 3. So after that, for the third blog, I should bring in, my fiancée. Just to talk to the Christian couples out there, because they've been with a lot of long share with you. I mean, we are not no experts in relationship. I'm not Dr. Phil, this is not Oprah. You understand what I'm talking about? But we have been together for a while. I mean, it has been 5 years we like each other. 5 years since we really like each other and started, looking at, I was watching this darky. I got my room, I got my ass. But anyway,
Yes.
I share the little pointers that we need that help to keep our Christian relationship together. I think one of the first things is that we really didn't rush things.
Yeah, so friends first, definitely. Be friends with the person that you think that you want to pursue. Then be friends, get to know them first, get to know their likes. People might say, well, you'll get to know that in a relationship. No. Get to know their likes, their dislike, before you decide that you want to be in a relationship with this person, because maybe you might rush into things, get into a relationship, then you might see somebody dislikes, and you might say, but if I like to do this and he dislikes that, and then you might come up with conflict. So I encourage anybody, get to know
the person.
Be friends.
Get to know the person. Be friends. I mean, that's the first thing. That's how me and Anna, that's how our relationship was established. I mean, I know that she was checking me out. She find I was like all that,
You're funny.
So anyway, she was checking me out.
Okay.
Who did like me first?
Listen, you had liked me
Yeah,
first.
you did like me first. You didn't call you didn't tell me that. You didn't like me.
Amnesia. Can't remember.
But anyhow,
Yes.
I didn't like her first. That's the me. Yeah. First things that we did is that we ensured that our pastors and they knew about our relationship. From since we were small, since we were young, I the first thing we brought it to our pastor, and I had to speak
Not
to
too young though.
not too young.
Not too young.
Not too young.
Right.
You understand, man? That was late teens.
Yeah, late.
1920.
Yeah, that was your age. I was 18.
How you was 18 when I moved to pastor?
Yeah.
18 years?
No, after that.
I was telling you, I was 18 when I was like 19, 20, so
Yeah.
I know I was about 20, right?
Right. So
Right?
I was probably
And that is when we sat down before our pastor and we said, Pastor, well, X, Y, and Z, I have interest in this young lady. So the first that our pastors and they knew, and people in the church knew and understood Jason and Anna like each other.
Yeah.
So what that helped to do is that one time people were looking at us and were able to say, hey, I find out there.
So keeping checks and balance, kind of like.
Yeah, keeping checks and balance and looking over our relationship. So we wasn't just hiding and no wrong.
Yeah.
People knew well, alright, they're together, X, Y, and Z, and if they saw me in concert with some other girl, they'll be able to say,
Hold up.
one time. You understand me? One of the things in terms of sexuality, what kept us from falling into fornication as a young couple, I think what the boundaries.
Yeah.
Talk to them about.
Definitely.
I didn't like somebody boundaries.
Yeah, but what we were encouraged to do is live by the stricter rules. So like, for example, just saying this, Jason's conviction might not have been kissing, but my conviction would have been kissing. So I would bring it to him, and we would decide then. We would go with the stricter, which would have been mine. Another one would have been going out. Let's say I didn't have a problem with going out alone with him in the earlies, and he might have said that, let's go out in group then. We would live by the stricter. We would go out in group to prevent any kind of thing that would have happened.
You understand, man? And I remember those times, those boundaries caused a lot of conflict.
A lot of conflict.
A lot of conflict, because I remember it's two different people, two different ways of seeing
Two
it.
different backgrounds.
So me personally, I did find kissing wasn't a big thing. I mean, she's my empress. But for her, that was something, and you know what happened? We had to live by the stricter of the rule, and that's what we encouraged to do. I mean, at the times when we didn't follow the rule wholeheartedly, and
Okay.
Alright, whatever. But at the end of the day, the whole principle is still there of living by the stricter rule as a young Christian couple. Your boyfriend might find this is okay and you have a problem with it. He has to understand, hey, just for this timing, let's live by the stricter of the rule.
Another important thing too is to verbalize your boundaries. Don't just say that you will keep it. You know your boundaries, so you know in your mind you're not going to cross there, you're not going to cross there. Verbalize it. Let him know, hey, I don't think that we should go here. I don't think that we should allow ourselves to reach there. You know, and he should until let you know the boundary that he set for himself. There's an old saying that says, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So stand for something, set your boundaries.
And that is why it's so important to be a friend. All of these things have to be discussed in the friendship room.
Exactly.
Friends are be friends, you're talking. So I'll ask, so what's your whole view on the person? Well, me I find a problem with that. You understand me? And that is what it is in building a friendship. I think another thing that really helped us is that we were really real with each other and we know each other.
Yeah.
Or let me say Anna knew herself and I know me.
Yeah.
So personally as a young man, I telling you, I cannot go with Anna to Tobago for a weekend.
Can't.
And lie in a hotel and tell myself, I'm not going and interfere with this dark here. I know that is not me, brother. If that is you, alright. But and that realness, we understood that. And so because of that now, it prevented us from putting ourselves into places. Because Anna knew, she knows certain time, babe, don't come wrong by me. I said, babe, I just come in to check in. No. But number that, no. And because we understood ourselves and we were not lying and trying to play well. I so deep in God. And I'm so holy that I wouldn't fall.
You can love God with all your heart and still fall.
Definitely. Another thing was accountability. You are accountable to us. I could call and say, hey, how are you going?
What's taking place, you know?
You understand me? So that's one of the next thing too, like lining late. We really try our best to cut. We try our best because I've been honest with our music and stuff. Plenty times you find that alright, I always going back home late. But even now, so we try to incorporate going down with some friends or you know, so not just dropping off Anna alone. But I mean, plenty now. The thing with a relationship, plenty times that you make mistakes and at times that me and I go down alone home. But at times I buy her late. But it was not like that is the in thing. That is not the norm. You understand me? That these are certain principles that we try to put in place where alright, here what going on. I realize 11 o'clock.
Curfew.
Babe, let me leave. Was there ever a night I sleep over by you?
You mad?
I don't understand it. You know much of Christian couples I hear and like to sleep over by chapel.
Nah.
I said, well, you
good? That's for the young ladies, you know. The feeling of having, the feeling of just knowing that you have saved yourself from marriage, you have saved yourself for your husband, is like something undescribable. The words cannot describe how this feels. You know, you could walk any part of Trinidad, any part in the world, and know that another man didn't see this part. Another man can say, well, she has a mole there, she has another one there. You know, the feeling that comes with that, the satisfaction, apart from you pleasing God, which should be a #1 priority on this thing. I want to keep myself because I want to please God. Apart from that, just the personal satisfaction that you feel from keeping yourself, it's worth it.
Definitely.
Definitely.
And it's a big thing even to me too, as a man, that I kept myself for her. And knowing that, it's me and her together. No girl could come and say I had sex with him before. Because you know what, walking down the aisle, and to know that this one in the audience watching, it was with she. And so that is why we want to encourage the young people, if you know that you've already fallen, you've already made the mistake, pick yourself up. You can do it. We are standing here as testament to all the young couples who have never fallen, to let you know that you can stand, you can make it in today's time and as a couple. And I want to encourage each and every young person outside, if you know you are virgin, keeping yourself until you're married, man, let the world know. For too long, people boasting about their, well, I'm not a virgin. Too long, the boasting as though that's the in thing. Hey, it is not. God honors that, and we are so proud to keep ourselves until we are married. So maybe until that time.
Last thing, principles. Keep principles, everything will be alright. You break principles, what you say? If you break the hedge, the serpent will bite you.
She will.